Welcome you all for the class Retailer and Types of Retailer. This is M.Radhika, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Economics, Italaksha Ramasamy College, Trishapalli. Shall we see the terminology of retailer? The retailer, the word derived from French word retalian, which means to cut again. That means to cut off smaller portion from large lumps of goods. The retailer received the product from the wholesaler. The wholesaler received the product from the producer. So the process of channels of distribution is start from producer through wholesaler, and we have received the product through or from the retailer. Now we have to see the meaning of retailer. A retailer or retailer store is a business enterprise which sells primarily to household consumers for non-business use. According to American Marketing Association, retailing consists of the activities involved in selling directly to the ultimate consumer for personal non-business use. It embarrasses the direct-to-consumer sales activities of the producer, whether through his own shop, by house-to-house canvassing, or by mail order business. Let me see the types of retailer. The retailer divided into three broad headings: itinerant retailer, fixed shop small retailer, and fixed shop large retailer. These three broad categories are subdivided into many. Shall we see one by one? Now we see the type of itinerant retailer. The itinerant retailer move from place to place for selling goods for the consumer. They have no fixed business premises and sell the goods in small lots. They deal in varied range of product. Mostly they are the dealers of agricultural products. The following are come under the categories of itinerant retailer. They are hawkers and peddlers, street vendors, market traders, and cheap jacks. Shall we see one by one? Hawkers and peddlers. The hawkers and peddlers move from place to place to reach the consumer to sell their product. Generally, hawkers carry their goods with the help of hand cart, whereas peddlers carry their goods on their head. The second one is street vendors. The street vendors carry their business in busy streets or on the footpath of busy cities, and they handle only highly demanded goods. The next one is market traders. The market traders are the type of retailers open their shops on market days. That is, on different place on fixed days. It may be either weekly or monthly. The next category is cheap jacks. The cheap jacks have independent shops for business. They sell mostly household articles, handmade garments, etc. If the business is unprofitable, they change their locality. The next broad heading is fixed shop small retailer. The small scale fixed retailers are the traders who have fixed place of business. Due to limited capital, they operate at a small levels. They are street stall holders, second hand goods shops, third one is general shops, and specialty goods shop. Now we see street stall holders. The street stall holders have their shops in the busy street. Once it is located in a place, then it is more or less permanent one. Then second one is second hand goods shop. Generally, they sell only second hand goods like books, furniture. The consumer who are not able to purchase the product newly due to high price, they approach the second hand goods for purchasing the product due to low price. The next one is general shop. Generally, these shops sell all the product which are necessary for day-to-day life. The next one is specialty goods shop. These shops sell only particular variety of goods, bags, toys, garments, etc. They sell only particular product. Then another third broad category of retailer is fixed shop large scale retailers. In this case, departmental store occupies an prominent place. The departmental store includes dividing a large retail showroom into many departments. Each department sells some particular things. According to Professor G.B. Gills, a departmental store is a collection of shops under one roof and one ownership, each department specializing in selling a special range of goods. Number two is chain stores. In this case, these stores include numerous shops selling the same kind of goods owned by a single business enterprises. Third one is mail order shops. These shops sell goods from catalogs without any personal contact with the consumer. It represents that form of retailing in which the business transactions are conducted through postal communication without any personal contact with the buyers. Nowadays, the Amazon, Flipkart, Miso or occupies an important place in mail order. The next category of retailer is hire purchase and installment. Under hire purchase, the product is not sold fully to the consumer and the ownership is not transferred to that of buyer. Both are vested with that of seller only. The seller agrees to sell the article to the buyer on some agreement of installment basis. If the buyer fails to repay the installment amount, the seller can seize the product. Up to that, the amount paid by the purchaser is treated as a hire for the product. In the case of installment, once a product is purchased, the product as well as that ownership is transferred to that of buyer. In this case, if the buyer fails to repay the installment amount, the seller cannot be seized that of product. The next category is cooperative stores. The cooperative stores are generally called as consumer cooperative stores. These are all the enterprises established, owned and managed by the group of consumers sharing common interest. In simple words, it is an association of consumers who voluntarily come together to satisfy their common needs along with safeguarding their interest as a consumer. The main motive of the consumer cooperative store is to provide supreme quality of the goods and services to the consumer at reasonable price and protect themselves from the exploitation of that of middlemen. Next category is supermarket. Today, supermarket occupies a very important place. The supermarket is a large retailing shop where the goods are kept in open rack or almar. Buyers have to select the product as their wish and place them in a box or trolley. Bring them near to the gate, that is in the cash counter. In that place, that seller check and prepare the bills and they have to given to that of consumer. This is especially a self-service store. Based on this category of retailer, the retailer occupies an important place in the channels of distribution of that of marketing. Today, we can't live without retailer because they have performed a patent function in the place of marketing. Thank you.